Hello everyone and welcome back to Project Fern. I'm Danny and you'll be happy to know that today is going to be a video on the Astra GSI. It's been over 2 months since I've done a video on this car, so I'm going to get a booster pack on it, see if it starts up, see if the problem's still there, if it's magically fixed itself. If you remember rightly, the car will start. I have to keep my foot on the revs. As soon as I take it off, it'll cut out. Runs very lumpy, you can get it to rev quite a bit. It was overfilled with oil as well, but I think the issue as well is when it gets a little bit warmer it then won't start, but if I come back the next morning it'll be fine. So let's start by getting the booster pack on it and yeah, seeing if it starts. Right, let's see if this thing starts up. It's not been started for absolutely ages now, so fingers crossed. It's getting a little bit smoky, but it does seem to be actually running. I don't know what that's all about. I'm just going to see how long it runs for. So right, I didn't like that when I pulled this spark plug off. It died. Sorry, it's a bit smoky in here, the camera's going a bit mad. Let's see if it restarts. I'm going to call it a day at that. I'm going to get the timing checked today. I've got a few bits coming for it. I've got the tube coming. That'll allow me to do a compression test. And if I've got time, I'm going to get it jacked up and get the idle speed control valve out as well and see if that's full of oil. I've got the timing belt cover off. I don't know if that feels baggy. I'm not sure what the tension's supposed to be like on one of these. I've never done one. I've got the cam pulleys aligned to the marks. I've not put the Tipp-Ex on or the chalk pen or whatever. They'll be from whoever's done it in the past. Not sure what these are for. I know you can get like a little block that goes in here to lock the cams up. Down below here, I don't know if I can show you or it'll zoom in, but the notch down here is aligning on the crank pulley. So I don't actually think it's a timing issue. So I'm going to put the fan belt back on now. I'm going to leave the cover off anyway. Looks like it could do with a change, this thing. Although there's no splitting it or anything. But it's always better to do them eventually, because I don't know when it was last done. So I'm going to get the fan belt back on and just leave this exposed. And I'm going to start it back up again. Actually no, I'm going to put the cover back on. I'm going to start it back up again because it was idling. So I'm just going to see if it just ticks over and warms up. Maybe there's still oil gunking everything up everywhere. But I'm going to get that cover back on now and get it kind of built back up, see what happens. That's the car all built back up. I've managed to get hold of a standard airbox for it. It's not properly clipped in or anything, because there's a bolt stuck at the back. It's just been ripped out and it's just spinning, so I need to sort that out. We're going to give this car a start up now and see how long it idles for. That is the car idling on its own there, so I'm going to leave it for as long as I can now, see if it reaches temperature and see what happens. The car's been running on its own now, no booster pack for about 10 minutes. It is getting warm. It's very lumpy, but again it's still progress, so I'm buzzing. The car's just been running for about 15-20 minutes. I noticed that the spark plug lead wasn't plugged in properly, so I've pushed it down and it's cut out. It's pretty warm, the engine, but now the car just won't start at all. It's turning over fine and everything, so I don't know whether there's something to do with some sensor that's checking the temperature. I know a lot of people have said that could be the coolant temperature sensor. I don't know if that's what's affecting it now. When it gets warm, it won't start at all. But I guarantee if I leave this car to cool down and come back to it tomorrow, it'll start up and I hopefully can get it idling again. Right guys, that's about it for today. Not the most in-depth video ever, but I'm still waiting for some bits to come. Next video is going to be getting the injectors out, getting the idle speed control valve out, and I might even order a coolant temperature sensor. They're only about 20 quid. And just stick that in and see what happens then. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm glad to be back on the Astra GSI. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.